Hey everybody, it's Emma. Welcome back to my channel. I am bringing you a short and sweet review swatch of something that's not even a surprise because you saw the thumbnail and title. These are the new Perfect Pout gel lip liners from Wet n Wild. There are 6 shades all together. I have 4 of them. I have been playing with these for the past month or so. I'm going to swatch all of these on my face so you can see what they look like. And I will talk about each shade individually because I have found that they do wear slightly different shade to shade. Overall, though, they are $2.99. They are super soft and smooth. They feel so nice going on the lips. I find a couple of the most of the shades quite comfortable. One of them a little bit less so. They do matte. They go down to a matte finish. And for the most part, except this one shade, which I will talk about in a second, I find them to be quite comfortable. They last very well on the lips also, and I have actually mostly just been using them as lip colors rather than a lip liner under a lip color. So let's dive into the shades. So I have 4, like I said. I have this shade in Think Flamingos. Which is a very pale peach. I have the shade in Bear to Comment, which is a pretty kind of neutral nude. I have this one in Red the Scene, and this one in Plum Together. Now let's start with the one that I'm not the biggest fan of, both formula-wise and just on me wise. So I find Think Flamingo to be a little bit too pale, a little bit too dead girl lips on me. It's very easy to use, very easy to be precise, and I find these very easy to use to fill in my whole lip. Granted, I have quite thin lips, so especially compared to a lot of, well, the trends at the moment, you know, I have pretty thin lips. I find these very easy to use, very comfortable. But this shade, besides the fact that I don't find it all that flattering just in general on my face, I find this to be a very dry formula. It applies very similar to the rest of them, but I find that this really dries down to an uncomfortable place for me, and it does wear down in kind of a patchy way. So this one I personally would skip if I knew then what I know now. That should not have been that difficult, but that is the shade on a pale neutral warm-ish skin tone. Next up is Bear to Comment. By the way, these have 0.008 ounces. So this is the newest one in my collection. I'm so scared. So that is, there might be a little bit more product down in the bottom a little bit. So you don't get a ton of product. So that is Bear to Comment, and it's kind of a My Lips But Better sort of shade for me. It's very similar to my actual lip color. Super comfortable. It doesn't feel sticky or tacky at all, but it feels kind of slippy without it actually moving around, if that makes sense. Maybe cushiony would be a better word, I think. After a couple of hours, it will definitely start to feel less cushy, but I still find it to be quite comfortable. And of course, because this is so close to my lip color anyway, by the time it's faded off, it's really not noticeable. And I do find that the rest of these shades fade evenly off the lips. The only caveat to that being if you eat something. These are not, you know, long-lasting liquid lipsticks that are going to make it through salad dressing, you know. There will be wear down in the center of the lips once you eat, but, you know, I find them very comfortable to apply. They go over themselves very well, so I don't find it a problem to swipe on a little extra color throughout the day. So much lip swatching recently. I'm a very lip-focused channel at the moment. All right, next up is Red the Scene. Keep wanting to call this Missy and Fierce because I think the Liquid Catsuit has a shade that's the same as this. That's called Missy and Fierce. But this is Red the Scene. So this is a great kind of, well, what is a standard red? I was going to say a standard red, but that doesn't mean anything. It's a little bit warmer. I find it's kind of in between. So in this palette, in this Vice lipstick palette, there are two reds. Easy, which is quite an orange red, and 714, which is quite a blue toned red. And I feel like this is in between them. So I actually think this would be a great, not only just a lip color on its own, which is beautiful, but also a good base for either kind of red. I think it could work well with either one. I also think it's worth mentioning, I have not found these to stain. They sit on top of the lips in a really lovely way. This next and last shade is called Plum Together. This is the one that I've used the most, so I'm curious to see. Oh, there's still a good amount of product left in there. So it doesn't seem like you use, it can feel I feel sometimes like I use a lot when I'm lining, but I don't know. Again, you know, you don't get a huge amount of product. This one's my favorite. I love this kind of color. And I have, like I said, I've probably had the most experience with this shade. A couple of things I want to mention that I don't think I have already. A, they're very easy to clean up when you're actually using them. I always have a hard time, especially in the Cupid's bow upper lip area, because it's not completely even. So if I just follow my natural lip line, my lips look kind of weird and lopsided. And I find it very easy to kind of clean up around the edges if I overdraw too much or something like that. And like I said, I can wear this for a good, I think, 5 or 6 hours, unless I eat something, in which case I will probably need to reapply at least a little in the center. They don't stain and they're very easy to get off of your lips. I usually use, and I have been using for this video, this jojoba oil from Trader Joe's. Great to remove any kind of makeup, actually, and I find that it's an oil that agrees with my skin, which tends to be quite sensitive and acne prone. So that's great as well, and they're very, very, very comfortable. This is the last one I've swatched today. I filmed a lip swatch video as part of my lip collection Swatch Declutter series, which I will have linked in cards and down below. So my lips were raw this morning. Let's just say that, and these were a pleasure to put on top of my lips, even this last one here at the end. I hope that this video was helpful. Let me know if you have any additional questions, any feedback to make reviews better. I'm always trying to make my videos better, so please do let me know if there's anything I can do. And in the meantime, I hope you are having an awesome day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.